Welcome, and thank you for taking a few minutes to join this training. Whether you're watching this as a new sponsor or as a refresher for a seasoned sponsor, this session is designed to walk you through the essentials of Owner-Occupied Down Payment Assistance, or DPA, Feasibility Workbook. This is the feasibility workbook needed for applications for owner-occupied down payment assistance projects, which involves the purchase of homes. In this video, we'll cover the key steps you need to complete the feasibility workbook process confidently and avoid the most common issues we see. We'll walk through the process, highlight important requirements, and show you exactly what you need to complete your part successfully. Let's get started. The feasibility workbook is a required document that helps ensure the amounts entered in the workbook are within AHP guidelines and the need for the AHP subsidy. The feasibility workbook can be found on the AHP public website under Application and Brown Forms. The workbook will need to be completed in Excel format. Any other formats will not be accepted. If the workbook is opened in Google Docs at any time during the completion process, it will not be able to be uploaded to AHP Online. A new workbook must be downloaded and completed in Excel. Additional documentation that will be needed is the AHP Implementation Plan, Exhibit A, Project Cost Guidelines, Owner-Occupied, Exhibit B, Eligibility and Feasibility Guidelines, Owner-Occupied, and Exhibit E, Definitions. The implementation plan can be found under Resources. The screenshot below shows where to find them. Completing the DPA Feasibility Workbook. When the workbook opens, the first tab is Start Here. From the drop-down box, select DPA. Then select the DPA tab at the bottom. The other tabs, Rehab and below MR, will be blacked out. Enter the project name, same name as the application, and enter the date of the workbook as being completed. The next section, Project Information, includes 4 groups that make up state, county, targeted AMI, number of units, household size, and the AMI limit. In this section, the total units should match the application. If the numbers do not match the application, the feasibility workbook will not be uploaded. Complete each group based on what the project anticipates the targeting and locations to be. For example, 10 units below 50% AMI in Group 1, 10 units below 80% in Group 2. On the Area Median Income Limits, utilize the USDA Income Limits tab at the bottom of the feasibility workbook. The tab will take you to the AHP website where the income limits are posted for each county based on household size. The applicants will need to find the applicable limits for the county and household size and enter the amounts in the feasibility workbook. Unit information should be completed to the best of the applicant's knowledge for your area. We understand this is conceptual in nature and may vary if the application is awarded. The information entered under unit information will be based on the purchase of 1 unit. For example, sponsor fee will be $1,000 per unit, then only $1,000 will be entered in the feasibility workbook. If the average purchase price is $200,000 for the area, then $200,000 is what is entered per unit in the feasibility workbook. If there are any other sources such as grants, second mortgages, etc., entered in the feasibility workbook, supporting documentation will be required. Next, enter the sponsor fee if applicable, which is $1,000 max per unit. Enter the homeownership counseling fee if the project has this as a scoring commitment, which is $500 max per unit. This cannot be charged if there is no homeownership counseling commitment. The total AHP subsidy requested should match the total AHP subsidy requested in the application. The AHP subsidy per unit is also listed here. The total sources and uses of funds section populates the total amounts based on the information above. The information entered in the feasibility workbook should match the information being entered in the application. Reminder, the workbook needs to be completed in Excel format. Any other formats will not be accepted. The next step would be uploading the feasibility workbook to the application. See the AHP Application User Guide available on the public website to upload the feasibility workbook and supporting documentation. Please visit our other video trainings and resources for full details on how to complete different aspects of the application. That covers the key steps you'll need to complete this process successfully. Take a moment to review any sections you would like to revisit, and feel free to reference the supporting materials such as the AHP Implementation Plan. Thanks for taking the time to go through this training, and we hope it helps you move forward with confidence. This concludes the training. You now have the essential information to complete the process accurately. Please review this video, AHP Implementation Plan, and Application User Guide provided if you need a refresher. Thank you for watching. You've reached the end of the training. Great job sticking with it. Remember, the materials are always available if you want to revisit anything. Thanks for taking the time to learn with us.